welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming at you with a new makeup tutorial. Nick and I have been doing a few at-home date nights just since we're all still kind of laying low due to the pandemic. This is going to be a thing for a long time, isn't it? It is. I just need to accept it. But anyway, so I thought I would do a fun date night look for you. This is probably overkill for watching a movie on the couch and eating takeout, but you gotta get your kicks somehow. Let's have a little fun with it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is pin back my hair. I got some of these very like profesh looking makeup hair clips so that I can pull my hair back, and I'm pretty excited about it. Oh. But my hair is so thin and fine that, like, I don't know, they kind of act funny. But anyway, look at me, very professional, got them off Amazon. I will link them below. Yeah, it's all out of the way now. And I'm going to use my usual NYX Born to Glow foundation. I'm still using porcelain. Usually by this time in the summer, I've got a little bit of color on my face just from being at the pool, but we haven't logged too many hours at the pool this year, so go fig. That's fine. So we're still using the very light colored makeup. And I'm gonna use a wet beauty blender just cause I feel like it. And I've got a mirror over here like I usually do. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm using my mirror and I'm using my phone as a mirror. So we might be a little crazy-eyed here. All right. And I've just got it on the back of my hand here and I'm kind of adding more. I've not been into using very much foundation lately just because it's so hot here. Here, a little bit of weather talk. The heat index here in Nashville today is going to be 103. So they actually have like recommended that everyone stay indoors, which no problem. That's where the air conditioning is. I'm fine with that. Back to the makeup. I do feel that with a beauty blender, I'm able to use less foundation, but it's not something that I like to keep in my makeup bag just because it does need to be wet and I don't want to like carry around a wet sponge. That just doesn't sound like a good idea. Sounds like a recipe for mold to me. Anyway, I always try and be really careful and like push it up into my hairline just so you don't see like a very obvious line. And I'll take it down a little bit on my neck and do the same thing over here. And the clips are helping, so that's nice. I think I got like 12 of them for $6.99, $7.99. Okay. I think that's it. Well, let's go a little bit more on the under eyes here. Allergy season is hitting me hard and I feel like my dark circles get worse and worse by the minute. Okay. There we go. I think that's enough. We can always go back and add a little bit more, but this is the base done. Next thing I'm gonna do is brows. I embarked on a brow growing journey at the beginning of quarantine and it's not been as easy as I thought. I naturally have very thick eyebrows and so I thought they would kind of just grow back to the way they used to be, but yeah, so like not 20 years, yeah, oh my gosh, 20 years of plucking, guys. 22 years of plucking has kind of worn them down. I started plucking my eyebrows when I was 13, I think. Yeah. Woo. So anyway, I've got like I've got some new growth down here, which is kind of where I wanted to get more body, but I'm getting really impatient. So I've done a little bit of like cleanup, but I say all this to say the brows are kind of a touchy subject for me right now. But I got this new brow thing. I'm kind of giving it a go, and I'll link it below, of course. It's the Maybelline Total Temptation, and I got it in the color medium brown. And it has a little spoolie on the end here, and then like a waxy, retractable crayon pencil type thing. It's okay. I mean, whatever. Mostly my other brow pencil was just starting to run out, so I knew that I would be in the market for a new brow product soon. And I do like the color. Sometimes I tend to go a little bit too dark, and then I have like crazy scary eyebrows that don't match the rest of my like hair coloring. But I think I picked the right color, so that's half the battle won. Yeah, see, I don't know. I feel like I've been really patient with the brows, and I just don't know if they have the ability to grow back the way they used to grow. So I'm like, do I wait it out and look a little funny for a while, or do I just bite the bullet and go back to my old brows? These are the things I think about at nighttime, you guys. And yeah, important stuff, life-changing stuff. It's not really the things I think about at night. There are far more important things to think about at night, but if that were only our worst problem, right? Anyway, brows are kind of done for now. I'm not gonna use the gel I normally use simply because, again, it's summer and I'm trying to use as few products as possible. And that pencil is pretty serious, so I might go back and add in some more though. You never know. But anyway, got the face framed. I'm gonna use my favorite Wet n Wild multi-stick in the color Nocturnal Behavior. It's literally one of two colors I have. The other one's Champagne Room, and I use that most days. But this is, and Champagne Room has a little bit of shimmer in it. This one's a matte one. And I'm gonna go easy on the eyes because this whole look is gonna center around a red lip, because it's the fastest, easiest way to look a little bit more special, I think. It's just to focus on a bold lip, and I don't do it very often, but today's the day. So anyway, and then I'm going to take a little bit of, would you call it liquid? It's like a solid eyeliner in a brown color. I actually used this on my wedding day. It's kind of old, but it gives definition to your eyes without, you know, you having to use a full-on black liquid eyeliner, because that takes me so long. I used to be so good at it, and then I just fell out of practice with it. It's still probably my favorite type of makeup, but you know, things change. You get busy. So I'm gonna focus on the outer corners, and then maybe bring it out a little bit in a tiny flick, nothing too crazy. And just give the eyes a little bit of lift. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Ooh, this is harder. Little flick. There we go. Those are somewhat even. We're gonna call it somewhat even. May not be very even, but let's see if we can. Sometimes you just gotta stop while you're ahead, even if it's not perfect. That's what we're gonna do today. Know when to stop. So that's about it on the eyes. I'm gonna do mascara in a second, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer because, like I said, my allergies have been crazy. And then a little bit here on the chin because I've picked at it all week. It's just been one of those weeks. And up here to try and hide my discoloration I've still got going on. I don't know if it's gonna go away. I think I just need to kind of accept it all the like stuff I've read about discoloration during pregnancy says it usually fades within a year. Well, my kid is a year old and it's still there, so I might just have to learn how to work with it. I also have a little bit here above this eyebrow. Like I always think that I've just overdrawn my eyebrows, but it's actually discoloration. So I've tried, like, I think I linked a vitamin C product I was using at the time in maybe my first makeup video. And I've gone through the whole bottle and I just don't know that it was doing anything. So I have not repurchased it. It kind of made my skin look a little glowy and nice, and it smelled nice because it smelled all citrusy, but it was just one more thing. Okay, very good, very good. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Revolution Bacon Blot Powder that I always use in Banana Light because like I said, I'm still using all my light makeup. I haven't been out in the sun a ton this year. And I think I've gotten better about wearing hats. Like, hate squinting. I was not into hats for a while. Anyway. I feel like I'm a little rambly today. I've honestly been in such a weird mood all week. I don't know if it's like first birthday party hangover and I'm still processing that he's already a year old, or if it's just the state of the world and, you know, all this COVID stuff and numbers are still rising and you just get more and more paranoid, but then we're all out doing more and more. So I don't know, it's just a lot to process. There's a lot of things going on right now in my life, like everyone else's life. Next, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara. Come in and curl the lashes. I feel like whenever I watch, well, not all the time, but when I watch a lot of makeup tutorial videos, they either skip curling their lashes or they just don't show it in the video, which I think is very misleading. I do not recommend skipping this step. Curl your lashes, even if that's the only thing you do. It opens up your eyes so much. And we all need to look a little bit more awake, whether we're a mom or just, you know, living life, trying to act like we're alert when really we just want to go back to bed. Oh. So anyway, and I'm gonna put a couple coats of mascara on. When I went in and bought it wasn't one of my first red lipsticks. I've been wearing it for a long time, but I went into Sephora one time to buy a new red lipstick, and it's actually the lipstick I'm gonna use today, so you'll see it, but it's a bit more orangey, and I was a little bit unsure, and the girl there was like, you can do this, you can rock it. Rihanna wears this color, and I was like, I mean, do me and Rihanna have that much in common? But okay, I'm in. And she said, just promise me that you'll wear lots and lots of mascara. And I said, you know, I think that's good advice to kind of like balance the intensity, but you don't want to do like too much to your eyes because then you just look kind of like overdone and scary. So I'm gonna come back and put on maybe one more coat on my eyes. I can't do too much. If my eyelashes get clumpy, I'm just not gonna be a happy camper. So next thing I'm gonna do is come in with a little bit of bronzer because this is gonna be a summery red lip look. And I'm gonna use this Kat Von D palette that I have. It's kind of old, and it's called the Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm not gonna be using the contour really because I just am too impatient to really do that. And then, so it's got some really nice colors though. I'm gonna use this lightest color just because, like I said, my natural skin is a little bit fair right now, and this one seems a bit orangey for me, and that one's definitely for contouring and like not what I need right now. So I'm just gonna take my big fluffy brush, tap it off, and put it in the spots where the sun would naturally hit your face. So you can kind of do a number 3 on your face. So you start here, you go in, and then you bring it down to your jawline. Number 3, right there. And it kind of hits all the right spots. I don't know where I heard that trick. It's definitely not something I thought up. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. So another number 3. And then I'm gonna take it across the bridge of my nose. Give a little silly smile. I think that's good. I'm not gonna use my normal blush. I'm just gonna stick to these kind of like naturally bronzy look. There's powder everywhere now. I might come in with a little bit of shimmer highlighter, but that's gonna be later on, I think. So let's take a look and see how the brows have shaped up here. Keep coming. I've just got to leave them alone. I can't. I mean, it is what it is right now until I make a decision about the fate of my eyebrows. Next thing, give you a little close-up look. Don't mind the brows. Next thing is I'm going to line my lips for the red eyeliner, the red lipstick. I'm actually using a NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Alabama. And it's kind of a darker red, but I find that it doesn't make that much difference. Red is red. It's bright. Just grab the reddest lip liner you have. Even if it's a little pink, it's fine. You don't need to buy a new one. There you go. And I don't overline too much when I'm doing a red lip because then I feel like I look like big red lips. It's just not a good look on me. You do you. But if I'm using a more nude lipstick, I'll kind of go over my lip a little bit more, but I kind of aim for precision with red. Okay, it's not perfect, but we're gonna fill it in. So here it is. I'm using NARS lipstick in Heat Wave. And I'm just gonna put it on straight from the bullet. So it does have a bit more orange in it than I would normally wear on probably in a colder month, but I think that's what makes it kind of summery and go really well with the bronzer. Gosh, I haven't put on lipstick in so long. I've even stopped using just my regular Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It's kind of my everyday, just because I put a mask on every day at work and it would just be smeary and gross and a waste. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a tissue so I can blot. Okay. And then I learned a trick. I used to watch like a ton of makeup artists on YouTube, and I don't watch as many anymore just because I feel like everyone's doing TikTok now, and they're like a completely different style of video than what I like kind of grew up watching. But anyway, I learned this from the Real Techniques founders. They do brushes and all sorts of jazz. But if you do, especially a bold red lip like this, to make it look a little bit more modern, go in with like a thin brush and kind of blur the edges so that you don't see so much like of a stark lip line and lipstick. Like it kind of looks a little bit dated. So you want to kind of blur it a little bit and make it look a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to take this right there at the edge. And blend it a little bit. And it's gonna be subtle, I mean, but I also find that it's helpful because if you go and eat with this lip on, it kind of keeps it from like starting to just spread across your whole face. There. Like I said, I don't know if you can tell a big difference on camera, but I think it makes a huge difference. Anyway, I think I'm going to come back with a tiny bit of shimmer, not too much, but just since it's a summery look. And this is my Mary Lou Manizer highlighter that I have talked to you about before. And kind of hit the top of my cheeks, the apples a bit, and then the bridge of my nose. And then all the TikTok girls, they do this. What? On the tip of our nose? We want it to be shiny now. The very tip, it's shiny now. That's the new trend. You got to keep up with these things. And then I'm going to bring a little bit into my Cupid's bow. This might be passe. I don't know. I didn't promise this would be the most current makeup trends, but anyway, I think that is us done. So it didn't take too long. The red is kind of tricky. I feel like you have to know what would work well with your skin tone. I'm sure there's like a quiz online. I'm gonna look for one. This would be helpful. The first time I bought a red lipstick, I actually went to like a makeup counter and we tried on several different shades, and the girl helped me decide what looked best. It was actually a Clinique counter. Good old Clinique. So anyway, I'm gonna take the Clippies out. And they do not leave creases in your hair. I can affirm. Here we go. And there is our date night look. And it's okay if you're just wearing this sitting on the couch. We're all having date nights inside. Don't be ashamed. But now I feel a little bit more special. And I know that my husband will be like, oh, you did something different. Oh, look at you. And you'll feel like, yes, see, we're not stuck inside for the 5th month in a row. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is normal. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, just have some fun with it. Go a little bit bold. And if you've always been sort of scared to wear a red lipstick, what better time to try it than if you're just doing a date night on the couch? No big deal. If you don't like it, you can wipe it off. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want notifications when I post new videos, just hit the little bell button and it'll ping you whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.